You want to know what are the most important things that you can do to get the most profit out of selling your home. So before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell so you'll get notified for any of the great content that we're putting out. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 least expensive home improvements that are going to make the most difference in terms of profit when it comes to selling your home. So the first thing I'll say is that you want to make sure that you're getting a professional out to take a look at your home. They're going to let you know what are the most important things to focus on. A good, experienced real estate agent is going to be able to come out and take a look at your home, and they're going to be able to tell you what are the things that buyers are interested in. They work with buyers on an everyday basis. They walk through homes with lots of different buyers, and they're able to see the things that buyers like, the things that they don't like, and they can tell you what are the things that are going to make the biggest difference. So it's a good idea to make sure that you're getting a real estate agent out ahead of time before you're even thinking about listing. And that way they can tell you if you're thinking about, hey, should I do this extensive kitchen remodel? And they're going to tell you if that's a good idea or not. They're going to tell you if you need to take up the floors and put down hardwoods. A lot of these things may not matter that much. There's a lot of different variables. So it's going to depend on what type of market it is. It's going to depend on the location, what buyers are looking for, and what they're not looking for. It's a really good idea to make sure you're getting an experienced real estate professional out to take a look at your home ahead of time. So in the current market that we're in a seller's market at the time of this video. And a lot of homeowners will ask me, should I replace my floor? Should I do this extensive remodel to the bathroom? And in this market, a lot of times it doesn't necessarily pay off. A lot of times it's the little things that are going to make the biggest difference. So a lot of times what I'm telling them is to save your money, spend it in better ways. Try not to do things that aren't really going to get you the best return on investment. So the first thing that's really important is curb appeal. The first thing that buyers are going to see when they come up to your house is the exterior. They're going to see the driveway. They're going to see the front door. They're going to notice whether it needs to be pressure washed, or maybe the shutters need to be painted, or the front door needs to be painted. They're going to notice the weeds that might be in the driveway. So it's a good idea to make sure you're taking care of those things ahead of time. If the flower beds, maybe you need some new flowers or some new mulch. So those are some good ways to make sure that the home is looking really good on the outside. When buyers come up to the door, I see this all the time. The door lock is rusty, or it's loose, or maybe it's really difficult to get into the door. So that's a good indication. I mean, you want to make sure that you're taking care of those kind of things, because you don't get a second chance to make your first impression. Maybe there are cobwebs on the front porch, or the windows are kind of covered up by bushes and they need to be trimmed back. Maybe the deck in the back, some of the boards need to be replaced, or maybe it needs to be refinished or stained. These are all things that are going to make a big difference in terms of the exterior of the home. You want to make sure that your home is looking at its best from the exterior. Number 2 is decluttering and depersonalizing. So when a buyer comes to the home, if they see a lot of your belongings, if they see your family photos, they're not going to be able to envision themselves living in the home as well. So you want them to be able to envision themselves living in your home and not seeing your family living there. Take down the personal photos. Go ahead and start packing up everything. Go ahead and start taking care of the trash. Maybe you need to order a dumpster and go ahead and start getting rid of the trash and packing up. It's a good way. It also helps you to emotionally detach from the home. The third thing is painting. Having fresh paint makes the house look fresh and new. Painting the trim, it's going to make a big difference when a buyer looks at the home. You want to make sure that you're painting with neutral colors. So bright colors, even though a lot of people may like those, bright colors don't necessarily appeal to most buyers. So it's a really good idea to make sure that whatever colors that you're painting, you want to make sure that it's neutral, like a gray or a white. You want to make sure that the colors are very neutral. You can bring back in color through things like some throw pillows, maybe a colorful rug. Another huge thing that's really important is to make sure that the home is as clean as possible. The home should be as clean as it's ever been. So cleaning the molding, cleaning light switches, cleaning grout in between tile, different things like that are going to make a big difference. If a buyer sees baseboards that are unclean or molding or different things that are not perfectly clean, they feel like that's an indication of how well the rest of the house is taken care of. A lot of people have pets, and I have a dog. I love my dog. People get used to living in their own homes and they don't smell the dog smell anymore. So it's a good idea to make sure that you clean the floor, clean any kind of cloth furniture that you may have. Make sure you get your home smelling as clean as possible and looking as clean as possible. The last thing, if I could pick any area of the house that is the most important to buyers, it would be the kitchen and the bathrooms. So making sure that the kitchen and the bathrooms are up to date is a really important thing. You don't necessarily have to do an extensive remodel, but you can do some little things like getting a picture frame mirror for the bathroom that you got from a discount store, putting in some new pulls, drawer knobs, putting in new faucets, doing some little things to update the kitchen and the bathrooms that are going to make a big difference. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that it helped. If you have any questions or you need anything, feel free to reach out anytime. You can go to kariecarico.com and you can fill out a form and reach us, and we'd be happy to answer any questions and help you in any way that we can. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good day.